So this quilt is going to be a one of two kind of project, because in that bundle that I was mentioning last week that I got from my quilt guild, I got some more fabric other than just the coordinates, and in that fabric bundle were two pieces of the same fabric, both over a yard and both perfect 3-yard quilts. So what I'm going to do with those two is I'm going to take the same fabric as my focal print, and then I will have a similar coordinate that has a tone on tone or similar kind of feel, and then the third print I'm going to do two different coordinating fabrics. So they're both going to be solids, they're just going to be a different solid pulled from the fabric itself, so then we can compare in the end and see who's more drawn to one fabric color accent and who's more drawn to the other fabric color accent. So with this first 20 quilt, we're going to go to Quick as a Wink 3-yard quilts, and I'm going to do this modern charm quilt. So we've got our solid blocks here and our churn dash, and so our churn dash is going to be one print. The modern block, or the main block, is going to be our focal print on both quilts, and then where the white is, that's going to be our accent color. So our main print that you're going to see these weeks is going to be this like mosaic tile kind of print. So it's got lots of white, some pinks, and then yellow and green are the two kind of additional colors. As you can guess, yellow and green are the two colors that are going to be varying for these quilts. I've got the coordinating fabric that's a pink, so we're going to have a pink tonal with each quilt. So here's what we've got so far, and then so this week our additional color is going to be the yellow. So with our 3 fabrics, we've got this combination here. So our focal print, a little accent color, and this is going to be the background of the churn dash blocks. So I'm excited to see not only how this quilt turns out and not how the next quilt turns out, but how they look side by side next to each other. So let's get working on this quilt, give this quilt the love it deserves, and get ready to start cutting and sewing. So right now we've got our big focal print, our accent pieces to make our little churn dash, and our strip sets and our borders, and I did a little bit of math and I was able to get 2-inch binding, hopefully enough strips. So we'll see what happens when we get to that point in the next video. But right now, let's go make some half square triangles.
I promise you, even with how sloppy this stacking looks, it does make sense to me. So we're going to start sewing these in 3 across, and then those 3 across will become a block. So this is going to get that like churn dash look. So let's start sewing some rows. So now that my piece blocks are done, it's time to make my rows, which means they're just going to alternate with this block here. And because nothing on either of these is directional, I can just sew these 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do all my rows like that. And then when I go to row them together, I'll flip one row over, so then it will be, these will alternate in this direction as well as left to right. So let's make some rows. So I know people are going to wonder where Trixie is with the borders, but my fiance's mom got us this new rug, and somebody is living her best life on it. So when I opened the door to get more light in, she decided it was time to sunbathe. So no border help from you today, huh? No, just sleeping.
And here is how this super cute modern charm quilt turned out. I think the colors are so cute and so soft and happy and very sunshiny with all this yellow. I really like how this turned out. So I can't seem to take a break from half square triangles when it comes to these 3-yard quilts, because sure enough, we've got more half square triangles in this one, more half square triangles coming up in the next whoever knows how many. But I feel like I'm perfecting my half square triangles and really able to get some of these points on here. I only lost my points a little bit, but that's better than losing all my points, I guess. So these little churn dash blocks are so cute. I love how it pairs up with the solid block, and then the 2 borders really just frame it up. And so I'm excited to get this quilted very soon. So let's take a look at this closer so you can see the details, and then we'll come back soon to get this all quilted, bound, and checked off the list.